Hello students. Today we will be talking about melting and metal mold casting methods, module 2. In module 1 we had discussed upon the casting process, the sand molding and preparation of sand molds. So sand molds serve as a single purpose molds in the sense that the mold is temporary and is completely destroyed after the casting has been removed from the mold. New mold has to be prepared for each new casting. Now with such a process, the castings obtained may vary with respect to certain properties and moreover not suitable for high production rates. Now these limitations are overcome with the use of metallic molds, fabricated mostly out of a ductile material. Now metal mold casting processes are different from sand casting in that the molds which are being metallic are of a permanent nature and are used repeatedly. Now these metal molds are also called as dies. Well, unlike sand molds, metal molds have superior surface characteristics and can produce castings to close tolerances and with a distinctive surface finish. Besides, the process using metal molds have been remarkably mechanized with the result that extremely high rates of production are achieved with as small as 15 seconds as a cycle time. The type of metal mold casting process which we shall briefly discuss in this particular module are permanent mold casting, pressure die casting, low pressure casting, squeeze casting, centrifugal and continuous casting, and gravity die casting. Gravity die casting. The process is commonly called as permanent mold casting in United States and gravity die casting in England. The gravity die casting is a casting process in which molten metal is poured into the metallic mold called as a die under the influence of gravity. Hence the name gravity die casting. The mold or die is usually made from cast iron, tool steel, graphite, copper or aluminum alloys, and the choice for a particular material depends on the type of metals being cast. Gating and risering systems are machined either in one or both the mold halves. Now here the figure shows a permanent mold made in two halves which resemble an open book, and the molds are generally hinged or clamped together to close the mold. The steps involved in the process: the first thing to be done is the mold is to be cleaned using a wire brush or compressed air to remove any dust or particles from it. Second, the mold requires to be preheated to a temperature of 200 to 280 degrees centigrade by gas or oil flame, and then the surface is sprayed with the lubricant. The lubricant helps to control the temperature of the die, thereby increasing its life and also assist in easy removal of the solidified casting. The mold is closed tightly and the liquid molten metal of the desired composition is poured into the mold under gravity. After the metal cools and solidifies, the mold is opened and casting is removed. Now gating and risering systems are separated from the cast process. The mold is sprayed with lubricant and closed for the next casting. The mold need not be preheated now because a process is already being done and the heat from the previous cast is more than sufficient to maintain the temperature. So you can see the figure here. Now what are the advantages and disadvantages? Advantages: good surface finish and close dimensional tolerance can be achieved, suitable for mass production, occupies very less floor space, thin sections can be easily cast and eliminates the requirement of skilled laborers. The disadvantages: the initial cost of the manufacturing molds is high, not suitable for steel and high melting point metals or alloys, and third, it's uneconomical for small productions.